Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me. During this webinar, during this time together, I'm going to discuss and explain my 12-step method for setting and achieving any goal. I just got back from China and India and Europe, and they use this method all over the world with extraordinary results. Once you master this proven 12-step method, you will be able to set and achieve any goal of any size for the rest of your life. It's almost like a miracle. People have told me that it is life transforming. And of course, that's my goal for you. You'll become more successful and more fulfilled in all aspects of your life when you use this method on a regular basis. Now, the truth is that everyone wants to be successful. And if they're successful, they want to be more successful. The favorite word in our society is more. I just want to have more of whatever it is. Everyone wants to have more, to be more, to do more, and enjoy more of what life has to offer. Human beings are what is called teleological. That's kind of a fancy name for purpose-driven. That means that we are goal-seeking organisms. We are designed to be working toward goals on a regular basis. We're continually driven forward toward the accomplishment of the things that are important to us. In fact, we're not even happy unless we feel ourselves moving toward the achievement of something that we want. The entire human race is a huge mass of individuals striving toward the realization of their potentials in every area, or at least they should be. Because of this, there's tremendous competition for the good things in life. Everybody wants them, and no one is ever fully satisfied with whatever they get. And there's nothing wrong with that. The satisfaction of a want or a desire seems to lead automatically to another want or desire for something else. And it never ends. If we make a little money, we want more. If we have a small house, we want a bigger house. If we have an old car, we want a new car. It never stops. And it's this ambition that drives you forward and enables you to accomplish extraordinary things. So what then is the difference between those who accomplish a lot and those who accomplish a little? Former University of Alabama football coach, the late Bear Bryant, once said, "It is not the will to win, but the will to prepare to win that counts." What he says is that everybody wants to win, but only a few people are willing to prepare. And therein lies the answer to the question. Everyone wants to be a winner, but very few people want to engage in the rigorous hard work, hour after hour, month after month, year after year, that is required to prepare themselves to win. You've heard it say that everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Everybody wants to be successful, but nobody wants to do the hard work necessary to achieve it. Mary Lou Retton, who I've met a couple of times at seminars, was the gold medalist winner in the 1984 Los Angeles Women's Gymnastics. And she said that she gave up all the activities of a normal childhood from the age of 7 in order to prepare to win in the Olympic Games. For 9 solid years, she paid an incredible price in terms of practice, day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out. She missed the opportunities for dating, and parties, the senior prom, and many of the social activities that young people engage in. But she knew from the beginning that winning the Olympics would only be possible if she was willing to pay the ultimate sacrifice in terms of hard work for months and years in advance. And by the way, I have to tell you, she's just a lovely person, just wonderful, sparkling personality. You want to win as well. You want to be a big success in life. You want to go all the way to the top. You want to develop your potential to the maximum. You want to become everything you're capable of becoming, the great human goal. You want to earn all the money that's possible for you and enjoy the finest standard of living that you can achieve. You want to earn the respect and esteem and appreciation of all those people around you whose opinions you care about. You want to be a winner in your own personal Olympic Games, and the way to do it has never changed. Great success requires that you prepare. Earl Nightingale once said that if a person does not prepare for their success in advance, when their opportunity comes, it will only make them look foolish. You've probably heard it said that luck is when preparation meets opportunity. It's only when you've paid the price to be ready for your success that you're in a position to take advantage of your opportunities when they arise, and they will always arise. And the most remarkable thing is this: the very act of preparation attracts to you, like iron filings to a magnet, opportunities to use that preparation to advance in your life. You'll seldom learn anything of value or prepare yourself in any area without very soon having a chance to use your new knowledge and your new skills to move ahead more rapidly. So let's begin with my 12-step goal-setting method, a method that I have spent many years and thousands of hours developing and which works so powerfully it's almost like electricity. Number one, decide exactly what you want in every key area of your life. This will immediately set you apart from 80 or 90% of the population. The most important word that I have found in success is clarity. Clarity, clarity. Successful people are very clear about what they want. And here's an interesting discovery. The greater clarity you have, the faster you draw into your life the resources necessary to achieve it. So in determining what you want, there's an activity that I teach to the senior executives of billion-dollar corporations, and it's called idealization. So you start off by idealizing your perfect life. You imagine that there are no limitations on what you can do or be or have. Imagine that you have all the time and all the money. You have all the friends and all the contacts, all the education and all the experience that you need to accomplish any goal that you could set for yourself. Imagine that you could wave a magic wand and make your life perfect in each of the 4 key areas of life. If your life was perfect in every area, what would it look like? Now here's the point before we go into the 4 areas. The fear of not achieving your goal, what we call self-limiting beliefs, holds you back more than anything else. And your self-limiting beliefs are not based on reality. That's why you have to constantly think, if I had no limitations, what goals would I set for myself? So let's start with the 4 big areas. The first area has to do with your income and your business and your career. Project forward 5 years. If your income, business, career was perfect 5 years from now, what would it look like? How would it be different from today? How much would you be earning? What kind of work would you be doing? Who would you be working with? What position would you have in your business? We call this the creation of a 5-year fantasy. Just fantasize like a child prior to Christmas. Just imagine that you could create your world perfectly, and what would it look like? And then here's the key question: what would you have to do? What would have to happen? What would be the first step that you would have to take today to begin creating your perfect business and career future? If your goal is to double and triple your income, what is the first step that you would have to take right now? And here's a great discovery. Everybody knows the first step. The first step is clear. Confucius said, a journey of 1,000 leagues begins with a single step. The fact is, the hardest part of success is taking the first step in the direction that you want to go. Remember that. That's what holds most people back. Now, the second area has to do with your family and your relationships. If you could project forward 5 years and your life was perfect, what kind of relationships would you have? What kind of lifestyle would you have? Where would you live? What would you want to do on vacations? What would you want to create for yourself and your family? And remember, clarity is important. Then come back to the present and think into the future and say, what would have to happen starting today for me to create that perfect future? And what would be the first step? The third area has to do with your health. If your health was perfect in every way, sometime in the future, how would it be different from today? How much would you weigh? How much would you exercise? How much energy would you have? How much time would you take off to rest? If your personal life and health and energy was perfect in every way, how would it be different from today? And what would have to happen to make that come true? And what would be your first step? Now, the last area has to do with your net worth, what we call financial freedom. How much do you want to be able to save and accumulate in the course of your working lifetime? Remember this, your likelihood of achieving your lifelong financial goals increased by 10 times by the very act of writing the number down on a piece of paper. This is so important.